Premier League Game Week 5, the Merseyside derby will end in a dramatic 2-2 draw. Spurs will beat Brighton 2-1, Burnley and West Ham will beat Forest and Palace 1-0 respectively, Wolves and Leeds will end a goal apiece, Chelsea will destroy United 3-0, Fulham and Brentford will share the spoils, Bournemouth will score 2 without reply versus Newcastle, Sunderland and Villa will be a 1-1 draw, and Arsenal will edge City 2-1. This is how the table will look at the end of the round. So Liverpool won the Merseyside derby today. The champions extended the perfect start to the season with a 2-1 win over Everton at Anfield, making it 5 wins from 5. Ryan Gravenberch was the star, scoring the opener from Salah's cross before assisting Hugo Ekitike for the second. Liverpool eased off after the break, which allowed Everton back into the contest through Idrissa Gueye's thunderous strike, but the Reds held firm. Despite Everton's late push, their limited XG reflected a lack of clear chances, while Liverpool's clinical finishing proved decisive. The result continues Liverpool's dominance in this fixture and keeps them top of the Premier League table. So Spurs snatched a point at the Amex today. Brighton raced into a 2-0 lead thanks to Yankuba Minteh's composed opener and a long-range strike from Yasin Ayari, though goalkeeper Vicario should have done better with the latter. Spurs pulled one back just before half-time through Richarlison, assisted by Kudus, and then levelled late on when Kudus's cross forced Van Hecke into an own goal. The second half saw Spurs grow into the game, with Kudus particularly influential, but Brighton still looked more likely to grab a winner. In the end, neither side could find a decisive goal, and the points were shared. Spurs climbed to second in the table, while Brighton remained 13th after letting another 2-goal advantage slip. The United beat Chelsea today. It was a chaotic clash at Old Trafford, shaped from the start when Robert Sanchez was sent off just 5 minutes in. Bruno Fernandes put United ahead soon after, before Casemiro doubled the lead with a close-range header. The Brazilian then turned villain, picking up a second yellow on the stroke of half-time to leave both teams with 10 men. Chelsea improved after the break but Enzo Maresca's substitutions baffled, with attackers like Garnacho and Gittins left unused. Trevoh Chalobah pulled one back late on from a Reece James cross. The game was littered with controversial officiating, including a denied penalty shout and questions over the first goal with Sesko affecting play from an offside position. United weren't especially convincing but capitalised on their chances to secure a 2-1 win, climbing to 9th, while Chelsea remained 6th and ruining what felt like self-inflicted damage. So Arsenal snatched a point versus City today. Guardiola's men were on the verge of a Mourinho-style defensive masterclass after Haaland's early counter-attack finish put him ahead in the 9th minute. From that moment on, City sat deep and defended with incredible discipline, while Donnarumma dominated his box and made several key saves to frustrate Arsenal. The Gunners had the majority of the ball and carved out half-chances through the likes of Zubimendi, Madueke, and Calafiori, but lacked the finishing touch. Just when it looked like City would escape with a smash-and-grab win, substitute Eberechiez unlocked them with a brilliant lofted pass in stoppage time. Martinelli raced through and coolly lifted it over Donnarumma to send the Emirates into raptures. Both sides leave with mixed feelings. Arsenal rescued a dramatic 1-1 draw but couldn't make the dominance count, while City will feel gutted to have defended so valiantly only to concede at the death. The result leaves both trailing Liverpool, who remain 5 points clear at the top. Other results include Burnley and Forest playing out a stalemate, Palace beating West Ham 2-1, Leeds beating Wolves 3-1, Bournemouth and Newcastle sharing 0 goals and 10-man Sunderland stealing a point from Villa. So these were my Matchweek 5 predictions, and these were the actual results. As you can see, the only one I got right was the Sunderland vs Villa game. This was my predicted table and this is the actual table. Check out my YouTube for more content.